Hello everyone, I'm Michael of Rolling the Double 20, and I decided to create a challenge based on every skill in Fallout 3. Here are all the skills in alphabetical order, and the first one on that list is the Barter skill. So for this challenge, I can only use items, weapons, and armor that I either bought or are given to me. Looting is simply not allowed in any way. Let me just say that not looting goes against my playstyle, so having to adjust that made me had to reload quite a few saves. In fact, my first attempt ended rather embarrassingly. When midway to Galaxy News, I realized I had accidentally looted the medicine bubble head at the very beginning of the game. So I just restarted the challenge. I decided against using my bare hands, because I didn't buy those. But it could be argued that they were given to me. Thankfully, Dad gives us the BB gun so we can use it to kill the rat roach.
Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine.
I did use the 10mm Armada gives us, though in hindsight I should have just ran for it. One hiccup would have occurred if I failed to hack the Overseer's terminal. Thankfully that didn't happen. Anyways, I went to Silver's house and got 400 caps from her. Well, I had to keep at least 100 to get info on Dad. So when it comes to weapons, I went with melee, though normally I prefer small guns. Well, ammo was going to be expensive, so I tested my new weapons on the nearest enemy I could find. Apparently I offended some Indian god, because as soon as I punched his cow, the game crashed. After buying as many melee weapons as I could, as well as some stim packs, I went to the first metro and cleared it, but it drained me most of my health. And if you didn't know, there is a bed nearby guarded by a landmine. I disarmed it, but I didn't pick it up, so it counts. I'm also not looting the bed, just using it to heal up. Trust me, this is going to make the run a little more manageable. If you're wondering if I had to reload saves every time I accidentally pick something up, the answer is more times than I dare admit. I went through the tunnels to Galaxy News. The tunnels themselves beat the shit out of me. So I had no chance in hell in actually beating the super mutants there. It went as well as you might expect. I knew this was going to be a challenge. So I decided to head for Canterbury Commons to do the Superhuman Gambit quest. Why? I think you'll guess. On the way there, I was assaulted by raiders who drained me of supplies, and going through these ruins, I was attacked by dogs. Though I can't believe I'm saying this, I was being chased by ferals, and I used the confusion to escape to Canterbury. Now, in order to get the best melee weapon, I need to give the antagonizer the Mechanist suit. My first couple attempts went poorly. Defeated, I went to Megaton to buy some stim packs and formulate a new plan. I rested in my favorite bed and returned to Galaxy News, where I let most of the Brotherhood just fight the super mutants while I picked off the stragglers. Does this make me a coward? Yes. Do I care? Not really. After that, I went back to the Mechanist lair, this time with a full health bar. I ran right past the security robots. In order to get the suit without looting it, I had to convince the Mechanist to give me the suit. Thankfully, I grabbed a Black Widow perk pretty early on. I took the suit to the antagonizer, and she gives me the ant sting. I rewarded her with death. Was this stupid? Absolutely. Do I care? No. While traveling to my next destination, I saw 944 Magnum rounds in my inventory, and I couldn't account for them. I know everything else I have was either bought or given to me. I even went back to view my footage, and I don't know where these came from. So I just reloaded a save from before this recording began. Instead of heading to Rivet City, I instead went to Project Purity to clear it out before the super mutants there could level up. This is where I really started to hate this run. Using these beds to heal up was the only thing making this challenge tolerable. Maybe if I did more side quests and got more from them, this would be easier, but I don't want to destroy the spirit of this challenge if I'm bartering for items. Though mercenary work is a type of barter, I can't loot the holotape, so after a brief visit to Lee and the marketplace, I ran right to Smith Casey's garage. The Robo-Brain gives me a Vault 112 suit, so yes, I can use it. This was perhaps the fastest I completed Tranquility Lane. I'm just gonna let it play. Yes, 45 seconds. Liam thanks us for saving him. Too bad we couldn't save him from more Taken sequels. There's nothing to go over when it comes to Project Purity, but you know the Enclave arrives and we have to escape through the tunnels. I forgot how much of the Enclave is up on balconies and none of my melee weapons can get them. So I just stay out of sight till the doors open, then book it. He brings up Garza's heart condition, but I convince her to leave the weak behind. A few boring conversations with the Brotherhood later, and it's time to head to Little Lamplight. And I ran away again after getting killed by this Mr. Gutsy. I used the Child of Heart perk to skip freeing the slaves, mostly because I want this challenge to be over. Murder Pass was a slog. What kept me going were these makeshift beddings that healed me up. Freeing Fox was a necessity since A, I don't have enough Radaway or Rad-X to survive the chamber, and B, I cannot loot the Gek. Then the Enclave abducted me, and I cannot loot back any of my items. Now you could make the argument that since these items were already mine, it should be fine, but once again, no looting is allowed. So I just opened up the locker and closed it. Running past the guards, I meet up with John Henry Eden. Sadly, this is where the run fails, because you must loot the FEV virus in order to leave. I just bit the bullet and took the vial. I failed the challenge. So no, you cannot beat Fallout 3 with only the Barter skill. If you're curious, I still went to Rivet City and got a melee weapon, and Sarah Lyons gave me a recon suit, so I did defeat Autumn and punched in the code, just for good measure. I failed this challenge, but what do you guys think? But next on the list is the big gun skill, so stay tuned for that. I've been Michael of Rolling the Double 20, and see you later.